The Cricket South Africa's Cricket for Social Justice and Nation Building enters a critical week with those accused of wrongdoing expected to respond. CSA's very own Director of Cricket, Graeme Smith, Proteas coach Mark Boucher and Villiers are some of the respondents expected to appear at the Commission. Joining us via Zoom is Advocate Dumisa and Ntsebeza, the Ombudsman of the SJN Commission. Good morning to you, Advocate. Those accused, have they already submitted their submissions for next week, this Graeme Smiths of the world?
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, well, the expectation was that by tomorrow, everybody who had been implicated or had been mentioned, but particularly those who had been implicated, would have, taken the advantage of the opportunity I am giving, namely that they should come and make their own representations or submissions of rebuttal. Now, in the course of last week, and you will remember that the last time we met or we had a hearing was on the 6th or 7th of August, and we gave a fortnight for those kinds of preparations. But I've since been informed that there are people who are asking for an extension of time. And if I can just read some of the reasons that are advanced for requesting extension of time. One, that they say the time given to respondents to reply is unreasonable, as complainants have had more time to file their submissions. Two, there has been a delay in them receiving the transcripts of the testimony that has been made. Three, they need more time to deal with allegations and to consult with those who are implicated. Four, the process of reviewing statements and transcripts and drafting a reply is a time-consuming process, as it requires not only a review of what has been provided, but a research on many of the issues raised. And lastly, that they need more time to trace historic records because some of them date back 30 years ago.
So, Advocate, the obvious question, Advocate, then is how does this impact on the Commission's timelines for completing its duties?
That's a very good question to ask, because it vindicates the position that I took with the interim board and the board before then and the current board, that this is not the sort of thing that is going to happen in two months, or 3 months, or 6 months for that matter. But even though I have always said it's doable, the very request by these implicated people raises the question as to what time do people need in order for this process to be fair to them, because they had been mentioned to their detriment. So what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, and I've called for submissions. I've asked all the parties to make submissions to me as to what should happen tomorrow and in the week that follows. And I've also asked the evidence leaders to also throw in their 5 cents worth. But tomorrow is going to be dedicated, and I've invited everybody who have made submissions as to why they cannot proceed. I want them to, on record, to appear before me and state on record why they cannot proceed, why the fortnight was not enough for them to have been able to respond to allegations that had been made to them. And I've already indicated to you some of the reasons that have been highlighted. But I want that on record so that the viewing and listening public should know that we are not doing things behind behind closed doors. Even the reasons that they give, I need to give them, the attention that they ought to be given, but it must be done in public. So that's what is going to happen tomorrow. But there are others who have indicated that they are ready, and I believe that having heard what reasons are put before me for those who say they can't proceed for the reasons stated, I would then be able to hear those who are able to be heard because they say they are ready.
Just for the record, Advocate, can you confirm whether your commission has the powers to summon these implicated parties to appear before the commission?
No, we have no powers at all. We have no subpoena powers. But, sensible people should realize that if there have been, and I mean, I was upfront with everybody about what this project is going to be doing. There are rules of procedure that I published. There are terms of reference that I published. Those terms of reference were approved by the board. And therefore, everybody is on the same page as to what must happen. I have no powers of subpoena. I have no powers of forcing anyone to come and testify. But I would imagine it is in the interest of those who are implicated, especially, to take the opportunity I'm providing to come and rebut any allegations or to augment to the debate by clarifying certain aspects which those, the players, the managers, the coaches who have already testified may be giving a slant to their testimony which does not show a fair picture about what actually was happening in cricket in South Africa.